guys, it's me, Goldilocks, and you're watching my channel, Goldilocks Does That Aesthetics. So in this video, I'm going to talk about intermediate fasting. I previously did a video about how to intentionally gain weight, and this video is going to be the opposite, how to quickly lose weight. So let me give you a little background story if you're not familiar with me. I am constantly in a journey to just kind of improve my body and maintain my body exactly how I want it, because that's what I like to do. And one of the things I previously did was intentionally gain weight to, just make my body more in the vision that I want it to be. So in the last year, I had a friend who got pregnant, and of course I had to morally support her. And in the process, I actually ended up gaining a little bit more weight than I was comfortable with. I did an update video, and after I looked at the video, I was like, I'm not really, I never looked huge or anything, but I was I kind of liked how I looked, about 10 to 15 pounds lighter. So I decided to start doing intermediate fasting, and intermediate fasting is awesome. I think it's probably the best way to lose weight because it really doesn't require you to make huge significant alterations in your diet. You can continue to eat what you normally eat and still lose weight, right? So I got up to 167 pounds, which is kind of big. I didn't look it, but it was definitely there, or I saw it. Other people didn't notice at all, which is kind of funny, but it was a little too much for me. So for the past 2 months, I've been doing intermediate fasting. Now, if you're not familiar with intermediate fasting, basically it's where you have a selective window where you eat. So for me, I usually eat, I have a window of about 8 hours, and the rest of the 16 hours a day I don't eat. Now, most people might find this really difficult, but I actually don't find it very difficult, because usually what I do is I have my last meal at 8 o'clock at night, and then I have my first meal around noon. So that makes it really easy for me, because usually, if you have your last meal around 7 o'clock, you're full until it's time to go to bed. You sleep that whole time, you sleep about 8 hours, and then by the time I get up, I go to work, I have some running around to do, and then by the time lunch comes around, I'm ready to eat. So one thing I will say about intermediate fasting, for women, we have to make sure that we're careful with intermediate fasting, because it can alter our hormone levels and things like that. That's why I don't really fast more than maybe 20 hours a day. For men it's different, their anatomy is a little bit different, so they can fast for longer periods of time, but I generally just stick to the 16 hours. And so in the process of about 2 months, I've lost 10 pounds, which is pretty much my goal. I was gonna go for 15, but then once I got to where I am now, which is around 156, which I guess is about what, 11 pounds. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm really happy with that, because I saw how I looked in a previous video, my first update video, and I was 152. Then I saw myself at 157, not really happy with that, so I lost 10 pounds doing intermediate fasting, and now I'm happy with that. I'm it's about 3 or 4 extra pounds than I had before. But I really like how my body looks at this weight, so I'm going to maintain it. I'm still going to do intermediate fasting. Even though I don't want to continue to lose weight, it's really a good way to monitor and keep your weight at the same level. So I'll just give you a day in my life. Normally, like I said, I end my first meal, or I stop eating completely around 8 o'clock. My first meal the next day will be at around noon. And for that 8-hour window, I usually just either, if I'm trying to maintain my weight, I'll probably snack and then have one big meal. But if I'm trying to lose weight, I'll just have one big meal for the day, and that's pretty much it. And it helps you lose weight, because basically it helps you lose weight by you're basically consuming a lot less calories than you normally need throughout the day. But you don't really have to change your diet, because you can only consume so many calories at one time. Like normally if you need 2,000 calories a day, like unless you're eating like super unhealthy, you're not going to be able to like get all those calories in one meal. So so it's like a really good way to you know, keep your body, keep your weight balanced. Intermediate fasting is also like super good for your internal system because it gives your digestive system time to actually relax. And if you're like a person, I'm not a medical advisor or anything, I'm not a dietitian, this is definitely not a recommendation of any sort for your diet. I'm just telling you about me and how I lost weight and how I'm maintaining my weight. But anyway, it's really great to give your digestive system a break, because if you're the type of person who has like any type of like digestion issues, like sometimes it's just that you're kind of just overdoing and overworking it. If you're constantly snacking and constantly eating, your digestive system like literally never gets a chance to rest because it's always in the process of digesting. So it's great to give your digestive system a break. And I noticed like with me personally, like any type of digestion issues I had period are like gone. Like I don't really have any digestion system or any digestive issues now, like whatsoever. Like my tummy is good. Not only is it flat but it also feels good inside. Okay, so and then like there's plenty of videos on intermediate fasting. I'm no expert, I'm just telling you, you know, what I did and how it's helped me like personally achieve my body goals, which is to, you know, lose weight and then also maintain weight. Okay, so I'm gonna show you like my body, where I am now, where I plan to stay, you know, pretty much forever and a day. I'm really happy with how my body looks. My onesie, my Fashion Nova onesie is a little loose, but this is how I look. You know, if you want to see my booty, this is how my butt looks. Stomach is good. You know what my progress is, and my hips are 43, and then my waist is about 30. Right, so that's where I am. I'm 10 pounds lighter. I like it. I think it looks good. I think my booty looks good. Got the nice little little arch, you know, I just enough booty. So anyway guys, I hope that was helpful for you. There's a lot of benefits to intermediate fasting that I didn't necessarily talk about in this video because again, I'm not an expert. I don't know all the terminology, but I do know that just restricting my eating hours to an 8-hour window significantly helped me like lose weight and maintain my body goals. Again, I lost 10 pounds in 2 months. Probably if I was a little bit stricter, I probably could have lost a little more, but I'm pretty happy where I am, so I don't really feel like I need to. Something that I would like to say, intermediate fasting, me personally, I just also kind of listen to my body. Like generally I don't get like extremely hungry throughout the day. However, if I do start feeling like ravenous, like very hungry, I will eat. I will break my fast because, you know, I just try to listen to my body. I don't ever want to get to the point where my blood sugar is off. That's another thing. I haven't had any issues with like my blood sugar being off or being low. But if I did feel like I needed to eat, I do eat. Okay, so anyway, that's the end of my video. I hope this was helpful to you. Intermediate fasting is awesome. Thank you for watching. If you're curious about like how to change your body or about my personal plastic surgery or BBL journey, like check out the links in the descriptions. Okay, thanks for watching. Rate and subscribe. Bye.